All right, well, joining us now is the man that the family met with, the district attorney in Los Angeles County, Nathan Hochman. Sir, welcome to the show. Congratulations on your recent electoral victory. But here you are in the job in a big, high-profile case, getting a lot of sort of renewed attention here. What can you tell us about the meeting that you just held with the family?
So we had a very productive meeting. The family was kind enough to share their experiences with the Menendez brothers, their perspectives, their ideas on what should happen. And that forms part of the data set that I'm going through. I'm doing a thorough review of the facts and the law. I'm going through the thousands of pages of prison transcripts to figure out the rehabilitation part. I'm reviewing thousands of pages of trial transcripts from 2 months-long trials. I've spoken to prosecutors. I'll be speaking to defense attorneys. I've now spoken to the victim family members. And we're going to do all this work to reach the right decision in the Menendez case.
So we've heard a lot about this evidence, supposedly newly unearthed or brought to your attention evidence that the brothers had been abused when they were younger by their father. That would have been perhaps a mitigating factor in the case. Is that evidence that you've been made aware of, is that compelling legally in your mind?
So the Menendez case is actually on 3 different tracks. The first track is called a habeas track, and that's what you referred to by 2 new pieces of evidence that the defense brought in May of 2023. But that's evaluated against all the evidence that was presented at the second trial. And Eric Menendez, for instance, got to testify for 7 days regarding the sexual abuse on the second trial. The second track that it's on is clemency. That's a direct petition to Governor Gavin Newsom that basically says, let me out, or let the Menendez brothers out. He could have done that any day from which he's been in office from 2019 to the present, and could do it this afternoon if he wanted to. The third track is resentencing, and that's somewhat unique for California. That says not only do we look at what happened in the past, but we look at what the Menendezes have been doing the last 35 years or so in prison, and whether or not they've been rehabilitated. So we're looking at all 3 different tracks. We're looking and making a thorough review of the facts and the law, and we'll reach the right decisions and make them public and then defend them in court in the coming weeks.
Very quickly, what's your timeline on making these decisions?
We have a January 30th date for the resentencing hearing. So that's the first court hearing date that's coming up. We intend to keep that date. So we are working as expeditiously as possible. I've been doing criminal justice as a prosecutor and defense attorney for 34 years. We know how to process information quickly, and we're working as quickly as we can to get to the right result.
All right, Mr. District Attorney, thank you so much for your time this morning.
I'm Steve Ducey.
I'm Brian Kilmeade.
And I'm Ainsley Earhart. And click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis.